Shawn and Destinie, your time has come. Shawn, 45 from Vegas, meets Destinie, who is 28. She is serving 2 years for escape, stealing, and possession. They meet online, of course, pen pal website. They actually never met in person. Shawn lives in Vegas, and she is locked up in California, and I guess he just never felt like making the drive out there, so he didn't. In order for Destinie to get out of prison, they needed to put a $50K retainer down with a bail bondsman so that she could get out because she does have escape charges. And Shawn takes out of his 401K to do so. Shawn has 6 kids with his baby mama, Kelly, who he was with off and on for 22 years. He never put a ring on that finger, and that girl just kept popping out babies for him. Destinie gets out, and Shawn and her meet the first time, when she gets out, and everything actually seemed pretty cool and chill. Like, they seem to actually get along. They're both idiots, so, idiots together. She opened up this bag and had, like, Urban Decay makeup and stuff like that. Like, the good stuff, okay? It was a bunch of good stuff in there. But she gets out of prison, opens up the bag, they're driving, they go meet her mom and sister at a restaurant, and this is where all hell breaks loose. At this meeting, the mom gets out of Shawn that he is 45 and not 36. Yes, Shawn had told Destinie that he was 36 years old, but he's 45. That's like a 10-year difference. He also told Destinie he had 2 kids, but the mom got it out of him that he has 6. He also told Destinie that he hadn't been with anybody in 7 years, which is not true because him and his ex have been off and on, and he was off and on with her up until a year ago, which he met Destinie 9 months prior, so just before he met Destinie, he was with his ex. But he's spoiling her, so she sticks around. She doesn't care about all the lies. On their first night together, after they hook up, Destinie does a little interview and says that she really is into girls. She's had girlfriends in prison, and she wants to continue being with girls until even after they're married. They leave California and they go to Vegas. I still don't understand how someone with escape charges was able to fly to Vegas, but I don't know how all that works. They get to his house and he has more loot, more Urban Decay. Like, this man spent a good amount of change on her. But they're in Vegas and she is an addict, and all she wants to do is party and drink and get those feelings, you know what I'm saying? Vegas is just not a good place for somebody like Destinie. She constantly, throughout the whole season, asks him for money. Money for this, money for that. Open me a credit card. I need a credit card. He's like, $1,000 limit. And she's like, that's nothing. What are you talking about? Like, she wants the money. He gives her a credit card. He gives her a car. Time goes on, and eventually Kelly, the ex baby mama, and Destinie meet. It is a horrible, horrible fight. It's disgusting. I don't know why they're fighting over this man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Destinie tells him, like, you shouldn't be talking to her and all this stuff. And then Destinie catches Shawn on the phone with Kelly and finds out that he calls Kelly like 3 or 4 times a day while the kids are in school. So there's like really no reason to be talking to her. That gets physical. She really decks him good in that incident. Like, they're just really arguing, fighting. And then Destinie thinks that she is pregnant. She takes a test and it's negative, but she still packs her shit and runs. She heads out in his car that he got for her. It's in his name, takes his credit card and goes to California to be with her sister. In the car on the way to her sister's house, Destinie is in a lot of pain and thinks she might be having a tubal pregnancy. And I have to give props to the producers because they really took care of her and made sure she was okay and got to the hospital. So good on them. It ended up being like an inflamed intestine and not anything else, so that's good. She was on medication and she was fine. After she gets to her sister's house, this idiot orders pizza to her sister's house, and Shawn gets a notification that pizza was charged on his credit card. He then calls the pizza place and is like, hey, where did you deliver this pizza to? I think it might be fraudulent. And the guy gives him the address. He also does some digging on Facebook and finds out that Destinie has multiple other accounts, and that one of the accounts says that she is engaged to another man. This whole time he's trying to call Destinie, he's trying to, where are you? Oh my gosh. And she's not answering. She's ignoring his calls, ignoring his voicemails, all of it. So now he's got the information that she ran. He's got the information that she says she's engaged to someone else online. He has all this stuff. He's like, I still love her and I just want to be with her. Destinie finally reaches out to him because she needs money. and he sends it to her immediately. Like, they show the little Cash App, whatever, he sends it over to her. Eventually, he's like, I need to go out there. Like, I want my woman back, right? So he goes to his ex, Kelly, because now he's spent all his money, reached into his 401k, is possibly out $50,000. He goes to Kelly and is like, I need $1,000 so I can go see Destiny. And she's like, hell no. And then she says, okay, I'll give it to you, but you have to give me $2,000 back. And he says, okay. Good job, Kelly. Shawn drives to California just in time for Destiny's court date and shows up at the courthouse. Thankfully, she did show up, so he was happy about that, but she didn't want him there. They're fighting, they're arguing in the parking lot. Not a good sign in a courthouse parking lot. Her court date ended up getting postponed, so she was there and it was just postponed. So he's still now on the hook for the $50K. She tells Shawn all this stuff and they fight and everything, and Shawn says, okay, it's over. So you know what he does? He gets a tow truck and repos her car from her sister's driveway. Destiny sees her car, getting repoed and is like, oh my god, and comes out, fists flying, starts being violent again. And now she's broke and has no car. So she calls him and she's like, I want to meet up with you. But it didn't work, thankfully it didn't work. Come to find out, Shawn had been talking to another inmate this whole time. So when he was done with Destiny, he was done because he found someone else. Like, Shawn gave her $40 and said, bye, deuces, and she left. Immediately upon returning to Vegas, Shawn runs over to Kelly's house. There's no doubt in my mind he tried to get back with her. Even though he had this inmate on the other line, Shawn is just not smart enough to keep one woman. Thankfully, Kelly and her kid that they show they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But like I said, Shawn moves on with another inmate. That is going to be another whole episode because they stay on the show. Shawn, this new inmate, they stay on the show. Destiny continues to harass Shawn for money when she finds out she is pregnant with another man's baby. Destiny says she deserves $10K and then it went up to $50K. She needs it. She deserves it for all Shawn put her through. Destiny finally has her court date and she does show up. So I think Shawn got his $50K back. She shows up and gets put into prison for 16 months. She marries some guy named Jason out of the blue, and they're no longer together. And this is where the real tea comes in, because after, like, a year ago, Destiny posted a GoFundMe asking for help to get her 6 kids back. Yes, Destiny also had 6 kids. It wasn't mentioned on the show, but she has 6 kids. And she wanted to get them back. Here's the GoFundMe. You can pause to read. I did check her social media. She has Facebook, and these are a few of the posts. She was with this guy, and now she seems to be single. Her thing says separated, so I don't know. Still seems to be doing the same Destiny things, but at least she's out and not in prison, so there's that. Shawn and Sara will be another episode that will be coming up, but that's all I got for Destiny. Anything I missed, leave it in the comments. Be kind to each other, no fighting.